Sebastian is downstairs playing Wii Fit, and he's getting sucked into these long running games, so I don't know when he'll appear. Danny will kick him off the TV at some point, because it is 8:39, but I thought I'd say hi. I haven't felt like talking, so sorry about that. Today, Danny woke up to his alarm at 8 and said that he was going to Yvonne's house instead of Yvonne coming here for World Cup. That's fine, but Sebastian was up and he was like, oh, I'm jealous, can I go? And I thought Danny wasn't going to. They took the dog and headed downstairs, but then Sebastian came up to get dressed and said, I'm going with them. I'm like, all right. So they gave me the dog back so they could leave. I showered and got dressed, and then I just did my Korean, had coffee, and knitted for a while until Jax came down. He coded beside me for a while. I just hear yelling. Anyway, once he started to get hungry, it was around noon or something. I was purposefully waiting. I was trying to work up the courage to take him out to breakfast inside someplace that's not an empty coffee shop. And I did it. I took him to Silver Diner. It's very good but very expensive, so having only 2 people made the total be $50 after tip instead of $100. But I did it. We had a really good table. There's like rows of booths and we were at the end, so there's nobody behind us. Jax wanted to sit beside me, so that put like space between us and everybody, even if somebody was sitting in the booth across from us. There was at least 6 feet. It wasn't that crowded. Our server was in a mask. I mean, it was as good as it could be. It's a larger restaurant, and it can't be any worse than cafeteria with a capacity of 400, right? I gotta get used to this. I wore my mask when I wasn't eating, and I survived. I was really antsy to go at the end, but we did it. And then we went next door to a CVS drugstore and just looked to see if they had any little gifts or stocking stuffers, but we left empty-handed and headed home. Jax went up to code. He's really, really into Scratch right now. And I went down to craft. I'm working on that random kit that I had bought, mostly because it comes with a lot of plants. I got it like on Prime Day, I think. And I was gonna put all the plants on my roof of the dollhouse and around them. I already made one of the plants and put it in the big dollhouse. But now I'm like making it, so I'm gonna have to pick and choose which plants I put. This is what's always in my pocket: sanitizer and lip balm. Clear those out for the night. But yeah, I'm changing all the finishes, and a lot of things are just a little wonky or a little too small, and I'm having to cut my own wood and stuff. But I'm getting there. I stopped around 4, I think, because my friend who I'm painting for messaged to ask me what size the painting was, because she was at her grandpa's house looking at an old frame. So it was a good stopping point. I had just done the finish on the counter that it's going to go inside, and yeah, so I went up and checked the size and made some toast for Jax and I, because I didn't know when we'd have dinner. I got a message from Danny not too long after that they were going to head home soon and we could either make ravioli or they could pick something up, but they ended up coming home. I had the water boiling for the ravioli, so it was a pretty quick process. But right before they got here, Jax's friend came over. He had left his Game Boy, so I had messaged his mom today. He was with his grandparents now, so he came over and they hung out. He chilled while we had dinner, and then they went back to playing until about 7:15. Yeah, that was our evening. I did a lot of knitting when I wasn't doing the crafting, and it's so nice to make good progress. I have the sweater done minus the sleeves down to about probably like here. I just stopped doing the chest because I hit the end of one of the yarn balls. I was going to start doing the sleeves, but I'm struggling to figure out which needle I need. It's done in size 6, so I had one small sleeve-sized size 6 needle I was going to use, and I placed an order for a second one so I could do both sleeves at the same time. But I started using my 6. It's a different brand from the large one I'm using for the chest, and the combination of it being a different brand and a tiny little needle, I tend to knit tinier on that. Normally I don't have problems with tensions, but it looks like I did. So I moved up to a 7. I had a little 7, and that seems to be matching the rest of my stitches. But it's just, the sleeves are actually kind of wide, a little too wide for this tiny little 9-inch circular. Like, they're wider than 9-inch, so I have to see if I can get used to it. I'm trying to cancel the order for the other 6 because I don't need an extra 6 yet. Eventually, if I'm making a sweater that I actually use those 6s for, it'd be nice to have 2, but yeah, we'll see if Amazon will cancel it. Usually it goes so fast that I can't. But I will try more tomorrow on that. I didn't braid, and I should. But tomorrow's Monday. I have to set an alarm so we get up and get to Panera by 9:30 because we're going to see our friends before they go out of town. And yeah, that'll be indoors as well. I've done that once and I was okay. We were back in the corner and it wasn't too busy. We'll see if it's busier for Christmas break. But I need to get used to this. A little different when you're with another family because you've got their exposures. All right, well, you need to change in your jams, please.
Okay.
One day I had a lot of fun. Very cute. I don't know if you can see that in the back. You can't show your chest, just your head.
I made it.
Okay, stop. All hopped up on sugar and exercise. Can you go get your jammies on? Anyway, that is my update. No, please, I just made the bed and you just messed it up again. I just made it. Please don't. Alright, friends, good night. Thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Stay safe, be kind, and don't forget.
I need to get out.
And don't forget.
What's going on?
Wash your hands.